Dreamwriter, A Curiosity by Hannah Bogart. Scene 1. The stage is set for wild expectations. A live band is warming up to one side. There's a dust in the air, and the aura of a ratty, traveling cabaret, and the feel of a deep breath before the plunge. The band starts up a marching drumbeat. A spotlight focuses on the center curtain as though in preparation of a big entrance. Just as the audience is ready for the curtain to part,
ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise, welcome to tonight's show. We ask you to breathe deeply and forget all that you know. For the price of the ticket you bought at the door, oh, the wonderful things you'll see. Pirates and poodles and pratfalls and pranks, and just between you and me, upon the stage there will appear what you see when your eyes are closed. Yes, here are your dreams, larger than life, fantastically superimposed. Yes, we have the honor, the privilege, the power, the perfect impossible gift to taste the magic and mystery that takes place on the graveyard shift. Tonight you'll hear a story, and a terrible tale at that, of love lost, of jokes won, and I swear to you on my hat, you won't forget what happens here when daylight rolls around. In fact, we promise you won't forget till the day you're underground. So sit back, my dears, and you shall hear the story of a man who couldn't leave well enough alone, and so hatched a crazy plan to travel through the world of dreams and through the world of night, all to find a woman whom he loved with all his might. To this story there's a moral, but I won't tell it to you yet. If you pay close attention, you will see it, don't you fret. You won't need a fortune teller or a dream divining book, because the answers are all before you. All you have to do is look. Now the players, they are ready, and the stage lights are clean. So welcome, my dear audience, to the soundstage of your dreams.
Music erupts from the band, and the stage is alive with people and puppets Lilliputian to larger than life. The chaos shows the entire story that is to come, but it is a jumbled, unintelligible mess. Over the dim, we hear voices.
Oh, what glee! What fun! This will be a jig like no other!
Madman, I'll hold you. Hold this duck and I'll show you a madman.
When you stop caring and not to moan before.
Fear not. I shall hold this matter with the strength of 1,000 tampons.
Empty, yes. Empty.
Rejoice, we have moments to live! Yo-ho! You'll go under in the end.
The chaos rises to a crescendo and then dies. The flood of action recedes, revealing the Dreamwriter.
Once upon an evening soggy, while I studied, tired and groggy. To exist corporally, or not to exist corporally. That is the query. It was the most excellent of errors. It was the nastiest of errors, Dabbins! Trivial nonsense, poppycock, and claptrap foolishness all of it, damn. What say you, old pal? Washed up am I? Dried up all the juices in the old brain pan? Yeah, but you're the one to talk. Well, you stick to your job, fellow, and I'll stick to mine. No use, eh? Done for the night, then. Good night, old bean. Huh? No. No, chap, no, I'm not in the mood to try tonight. You know, I don't want to. It's too much. Sorry. All right. You win already, I'll try. All right, let's begin with the senses first, eh? All right, there was the smell of roses. No, not roses at all. I remember that from the last time. Then spices. All right, that's closer. Peppermint? Oh, no, not peppermint at all. Rosemary. Yes, rosemary. The scent was rosemary.
The smell of rosemary wafts over the stage.
She smelled like rosemary.
The silhouette of a woman behind him appears, immobile and watching.
All right, yes, good. Sounds next, sounds. No, I don't remember any. Well, we'll save that for later, shall we? Okay. A touch of skin? No, that doesn't seem right, does it? I don't think we ever did touch, did we? Yeah, maybe it's a memory or an idea, perhaps, but a woman. Yes, that is for sure a woman. She's a woman. She was a woman, or will be a woman.
He's starting to lose her.
No, I can do this. Yes, her hair was red. That was the best about her. Her hair, her red hair, red like a rose, a sunset. Oh, a robin's breast. Her auburn hair? No.
He's lost her.
Oh, damn it! It's no use. I'm through. Spent. Won't get her back. Not that way. Oh, old friend. I miss her. I do miss her. Oh, completely. Don't I?
The skull doesn't answer.
All right, then. Back to the drudge. No time for sleep tonight, eh?
He returns to his quill and resumes working. As he writes, the words appear on the wall behind him. He should have told her he loved her, over and over again. After a time, the lights dim, and he begins to nod off. Soon, his head is upon the page, asleep.
You're asleep. Why is that? Why are you sleeping? Hey! Open your eyes. You hear me? I said open your eyes.
Oh, winter shins and whitecaps! What the hell?
Hello.
What in the seventh circle of hell are you?
Oh, what a question. I am... No. I am me. Yes, that's it. I'm me. Very pleased to meet.
Charmed. I'm sure, but nevertheless, what sort of me are you, and what devilry brought you to my study?
You're a good one with the questions, aren't you? I am the ringleader, raucous and red, at your service. And you?
I'm the...
You're in a spot of trouble now, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I suppose so. Hold on. I don't see why that is any of your business. Moreover, I don't see what right you have being here. You don't even seem to be a proper person at all, much less one who should be calling upon decent folk at this hour.
All that you say is true, but that doesn't much change the fact that you're in a big old crock of crap now, does it?
I beg your pardon?
Look at this mess. There's more breakdown than breakfast in here. What's your trouble, stubble?
I don't see why I should tell you.
Oh, we'll try to emphasize anyway. I think you will find I am all ears.
Well, it's about a woman, or at least I think it is.
Oh, I thought it might be.
Oh, she is. Well, she was. The most beautiful thing I'd seen. She had the voice of 6 songbirds. And she was the best dancer in the old town. She spent her days telling tall tales to the barmaids and dancing for the old boys on the stoop.
Oh, sweet Marie.
Yes, sweet Marie. But you know her? You've seen her?
Well, it's possible that I do. I mean, it's possible that I have.
I don't understand.
Well, why not? Where did you meet her?
Well, that's just it. I'm not sure I ever did. I'm a writer by trade, but every time I write, she's all I can see. So I try and I write about her, and my heart says I knew her, and I try to put her together with words sometimes, but I don't know what's memory and what's just my damn pen playing fancy.
Ah. How about that?
Ain't it just?
Well, how did you lose her?
Have I ever had her in the first place? I think she died. Or I can't remember. Or I can't make it up.
Well, have you tried looking for her?
What?
Looking for her. Have you tried it?
Yeah, but she may not even exist.
Well, that's no excuse.
It's not?
Not if you really love her now.
Well, where would I even start?
Have you tried the door?
What door?
That door.
A small red door appears on the wall.
How did she, what? Where did that
You
come from?
are most tiresome. Time is for many things, but never to waste.
Oh, this is madness!
Oh, yes, indeed, of the highest caliber. Tra-la!
Well, what's behind it?
Sweet Marie. Or the way to find her, at least.
Then the world of dreams or the world of the dead?
Is there a difference? You know, I never really figured that one out.
But am I dreaming right now, or aren't I?
Are you?
Am I?
Aren't you?
Am I? All right,
Are
enough!
That was fun.
So I just go through? What will happen to me? What's up?
If you're lucky, sweet Marie.
And if I'm not? All right.
Oh, what glee! What fun! This shall be a jig like no other!
Music blasts from the band. On a scrim behind the arena, a shadow puppet of the Dreamwriter is seen crawling through a cramped tunnel. The tunnel suddenly shoots straight up into the sky at a right angle. The poor Dreamwriter is sucked into the air, and suddenly he's flying. The strange creatures and objects appear around him as he flies backwards through the sky. A book with giant, chomping teeth. A skull with butterfly wings, towering with chicken legs. The Dreamwriter begins to pinwheel downwards, spinning around and around until he strikes the ground with a terrible splat.
Oh my, well, you look at that, it seems our hero's gone rather flat. Well, I suppose I should intervene, though I'd rather hope to avoid this scene. But we wouldn't have much of a story if our hero's gone all smushed and gory.
The storykeeper extends a hand and appears to pick up the Dreamwriter by the head and give him a little shake. The storykeeper lays him back down, gives him a tweak on the chest, and he comes back to life with a mighty gasp.
Well, that's been all nice and sorted. Now let's see where our hero's been transported.
Lights up on a strange land. Things are much like the world we have just left, only slightly askew and not quite real. A lopsided shaped sign, like an arrow, reads, "You are here."
Oh.
Professor Mephisto Wiebelflesser holds court from atop an unnaturally tall stool. The Dreamwriter tumbles onto the stage. He is now a puppet and roughly half his former size.
Oh my, well this is most...
Capital! We've got one! Gentlemen, look alive!
Excuse me, sorry to bother, but I just arrived and...
Out of your element? Stuck in a pickle? Fish out of water?
Precisely.
Marvelous! Just marvelous!
I'm sorry.
Confused and jumbled people are my ends meet. My chosen profession, my career!
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Good? Good? No. The word is splendid, superb, fantastical!
Sorry, fantastical!
Yes, well, in any case, your being here is most opportune and timely too. Had you come last year or the year before, oh dear, things would have been different. Oh, indeed, there's no telling where you'd find yourself last year or even last week. You could be bobbing in an ocean of rotting cabbage right now, or drifting round the tower of moistening cheese. Oh. Time was you'd drop in and find yourself trapped forever in the white holes of empty thoughts. But no more, not since we took it upon ourselves to get organized. My dream team and I have completely reversed our method of approaching life. Back in the day, we just let people come here willy-nilly without a care in the world. Well, no more, not now, no sir. New management, that's the answer. This will soon be the booming hub of the tourist industry. Let me tell you, you got here just in time.
You got him where? In time for what? I'm sorry. You must understand. I really have no idea where I am. I think I was in my study just a moment ago, and then I went through a door, and I think I was flying, and then I think I was falling, and then I think I was flat.
Very flat.
As a pancake.
Oh dear. Well, you seem perfectly well-rounded now, and as for not knowing where you are, well, that won't be a trouble at all in a moment. Gentlemen, what is the meaning of this? Well, that's not good enough. Who was in charge of publicity? Oh, lovely try, but it won't work. Not on this tiger of talent, this prince of productivity. I can tell you.
He shifts and something crinkles audibly.
Oh.
He reaches behind him and feels about.
Oh.
He curses.
Oh, curses.
He struggles down from his stool with a terrible awkwardness that's almost painful to watch. He begins tugging at something in the back of his pants, all the while cursing and apologizing.
Curses. My apologies.
Eventually, he pulls out a massive banner and holds it up. It reads in a scroll that has more pictures than it is words. Visitors Center. The dream team holds it up, shuffle forward, and hold it high. Professor fights his way back to the top of the stool, takes a moment to catch his breath, and repeats his grandiose gesture.
Professor Mephisto Weeblefletzer and his dream team. Information extraordinaire. How can we help you, fair traveler?
I'm not sure. I suppose telling me where I am might be a start.
Oh, yes, well, yeah. Sorry about that. You see, we've been having a spot of trouble. We never seem to know where our offices are going to be from one day to the next. Damn thing keeps moving around on us. Wake up, spot of tea, kisses for the missus, off to work, and what do you find? You find yourself not where you should be, that's what you find. Last week we showed up smack dab in the middle of the village of Loudmouth Mines. Nasty time that was, up two spells, the lot of them, blaring about glass boxes and invisible fishing rods. Terrible.
That does sound difficult.
Yes, but to make a long story short, I'm not entirely sure where we are. And aside from, of course.
He points to the "You are here" sign.
Oh. Well, then can you direct me to someone who might know where we are?
Well, that's rude. You can, I'm new to the area, man. Haven't had time to make friends. I've got work to do, you know.
I see. Sorry. I suppose I'd best be on my way.
Wait! You can't possibly go that way, can you?
Why? What's that way?
Why? Certain death, I would imagine.
I thought you said you didn't know the area.
I don't. That doesn't mean I'm an idiot, just throwing myself into the icy jaws of doom. You'd best take one of these maps.
Maps? You had maps this whole time? Why not haven't you used them?
It's my job to sell the damn things, not read them. I only do that for tourists. Wait!
What?
Hopeful and childlike, the professor points to the information sign.
Now, if you're here on business or pleasure, either way you'll find a world of wonder here. If you head that way, you'll get to the City of Silence. There's an interesting attraction just coming to existence that way. Not really sure what it's supposed to be yet or who it belongs to, but it's chock-a-block full of clocks, glass globes, and candles. And between you and me, it's a bit boring, but it's very pretty, worth a glance at least. Now, if you take a left at the bouncing giant, you'll be right in the middle of the Glen of Forgotten Goals, complete with lost expectations, abandoned weight loss plans, countless knitting projects, novels galore, and a few failed restaurant attempts. Oh, you'll love those. Quite a few of them aren't that bad. I like the Fuckabob one myself. They have a fine selection of baby mouse wines.
Baby mouse wine?
Oh, my, yes, you'll love it. It's made by preserving baby mice in rice wine while they're still suckling. It's surprisingly rich and tangy. Got a nice pop to it.
Oh, I'll pass.
Ah, you're lost. Now, if you are the boring type, as you seem to be, perhaps you'll enjoy the dull bits. There's a petrified forest if you follow this red line here, see? Nothing much there, a lot of silence and an herb garden. Smells nice, a little thyme, a little rosemary. No, you're right, it's too boring. You should try, perhaps.
Rosemary? Did you say rosemary?
I only know what it says on the map.
I remember. Rosemary, yes, that's her. She smelled of rosemary. I remember that. I'm sure I do. I'm here looking for someone. If she's anywhere, it should be there. Follow the red line, you say?
But wait! You've forgotten all the information.
A shadow puppet of the Dreamwriter appears once more. He is traveling across an utterly absurd landscape, with his nose buried in the map. In the distance, we can see the professor and his dream team struggling to keep up, but ultimately falling behind the horizon. Every once in a while, a tree or a toadstool will rocket up into space or yawn wide and try to swallow the Dreamwriter whole. He is too invested in his map to notice and barely manages to escape each time. On the horizon, a figure appears, watching him. It's hard to tell, but it just may be the figure of a woman. The light dims into a twilight, and the air is thick with either dust or fog. There is a road sign with arrows pointing off in useless directions. From each arrow hangs a glowing lantern. The cat is lounging on top of the sign. Beside him, there is a berry bush, sporting an assortment of foods that shouldn't belong on a berry bush. Behind them, there is an elephant Eloise, who is hiding. The Dreamwriter is still in puppet form, exhausted, and wanders on stage. The lady with a lantern grin appears. The Dreamwriter doesn't see her, but the cat does.
Human! Little human!
What? Who's that?
I'm here! But you won't be if you don't hide soon. The lady is near.
What do you mean, the ladies?
Shut up and hide!
Hide where?
Like this! Don't look! Or she'll see you! Whew! You're welcome. That was the lady with the lantern grin. Like I said,
You're welcome.
Why? What is she?
The lady? She is the lady. Everybody knows that, silly human.
So new that I don't really know where here is.
Well, new or not, you best learn about her. When the sun goes down and it gets dark, she could be anywhere.
And if I cover my eyes, I'm safe.
If you see her, she sees you. And if she sees you, she puts her light on you. And if she puts her light on you, then...
Oh, I see. Well, then I suppose I should say thank you.
Oh, thank yous are all well and good, but if you're really grateful, you'd scratch behind my ears. Oh dear. You're a bit of a shrimp, aren't you?
I'm not sure how I got this way, but I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about it.
You really are new here, aren't you?
Very.
All right. Well, I suppose if I'm to get my reward, I'm going to have to play teacher. Climb through this hollow log.
What?
Well, it ought to be narrow enough to stretch you out. Go on and do it, little human.
Oh! Oh! Huh?
Enough gushing over yourself. It's time for my scratch.
Oh. Funny. I never liked cats much before, but this is rather pleasant.
Yes, I get that a lot.
Well, I suppose change is good. You see, I'm only here because I'm trying to find someone.
Oh, really?
Yes, and if she's anywhere at all, she'll be here somewhere. Wherever here is. I think I know where I'm going, though. I was given a map, and so far it seems to be working.
A map, you say? Interesting. You see, I'm trying to find something too.
You are?
Mm-hmm. Say, what would you trade for that map of yours? You will find out that I can be quite the delightful businessman.
I'm sorry, but this map is not for sale. It's my only chance of finding her. I can't part with it. Not yet.
That is interesting. Very well then. Not that you would care at all, but as you may have noticed, I am a cat.
Yes, I noticed that.
Really? Have you now? You see, I am confused.
Confused?
Yes, confused, befuddled, dumbfounded, perplexed.
Well, what has you so perplexed, cat?
Just this. If you knew I was a cat, why didn't you bow?
Bow? Why should I bow?
Because I'm a cat. Because you are a man. Because when men meet cats, cats meet men. And when cats meet men, cats cause danger. And when men feels danger, men feels fear. And when men feels fear, men worship. And when men worship, men bow. So tell me, why don't you bow?
I don't know.
I do. You do? Yes. Because I'm not a cat. I'm a fox. And like all foxes, I'm a liar. And like all liars, I'm always ready to run.
No, I need that. Come back. Sweet Marie, please. I have to find Sweet. Oh, come back. Fox! Come back here, Fox! See that rat? Oh, no, no, no! Oh, no!
Oh, I'm sorry, sweet Marie. I'm so sorry.
Stop still and prepare to die.
Good Lord, that isn't a very polite introduction.
If you had more than a minute to live, you'd find me manners be the most pleasant thing about old Pelican Jake, you sweetie scalawag. The moment you do not have enough yammering, death is upon you. No corner!
Ow! 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 Stop that!
Don't get you shall! Boom! You used to military shot by the tail you have! You tangled with Pelican Jake, the scourge of the lowlands, the pirate Pelican Jake, the terror of the trail, the nautical nightmare of doom! I live by the pirate code, and the pirate code makes me! And by that code, you are to submit and die! I'll slit your throat, and your booty shall be mine!
I beg your pardon, my booty?
Your booty, your marbles, your treasure, they are Pelican Jake's by right.
Well,
now let go so I can slay you. Your blood is mine.
That is all fine and good, but I haven't got time to be slain right now. I'm busy. Besides, I don't have anything for you to pirate. I've got my clothes, but if you give me for saying, I don't think they are quite your size. I had a map, a very important map, but that's already been stolen by a cat who was a fox.
What? The treasure? Buried riches? Baubles long lost?
Well, yes, I suppose it is. Treasure long lost. The greatest treasure of them all.
Are you weebly, upward, headhunter? Where your brain at? Let it be stolen?
Why are you yelling? You were going to steal it from me.
Exactly.
Okay, look here. I am sorry I have nothing for you to steal, Pelican Jake. But I'm lost. I'm hungry. I'm tired. And I lost the only way to find the woman I love. So, Pirate Pelican Jake, I am sorry. But all I have for you left is my life. I suppose it isn't even really my life anymore. It's hers.
Her. A lady, is it?
A lady it is.
Go away.
So, I suppose you're not going to slay me.
You can't slay a man when he be in love.
You can't?
Nay, that be the code.
Huh. I don't remember that being any pirate code I've ever heard of.
It ain't. It's the code of the pirate Pelican Jake. With a man's chest be full up with the briny run of love. Well, you can't go sticking a blade into it now, can you?
Well, I suppose technically you could, but I'm very glad you won't be sticking anything into mine.
This don't make us buttholes, you swab.
I understand. So, Jake, may I call you Jake?
No.
No.
The name is Pelican Jake. The fearsome pirate Pelican Jake. No, one leg's real, one leg's fake. I am a pirate, and I am Jake. 9 parts shark, and 1 part snake.
Ah, right then. Well, sorry. Well, Pelican Jake, how's the pirating business?
Arr.
I see. How is it being a a pirate on dry land? I mean, don't pirates usually do their pillaging on the high seas? You wouldn't really be a pirate on the shore. I mean, what keeps you out of the water?
I'm asking you, why are you hearing me with your big old swill questions?
I don't know. Small talk, I suppose.
Why bother talking when all your talk feeds the mob?
I don't know.
Tell me about your saucy witch.
I thought you said you didn't want to talk.
Now tighten up your little liver and answer the box question.
All right. Well, I wouldn't call her a saucy wench, but she's, you see, well, she's, I don't know where to start, Pelican Jake.
Don't tell me, or you'll find my steel in your belly.
Why do you want to know so badly?
Because, there ain't no reason. Just tell old Jake now.
No, not until you tell me why you want to know so badly.
All right, you pill-sucking swine. If you must know, I'll tell you. I have a lady also. The most saucy and succulent wench there be. Her eyes are as deep as the ocean, but her heart is as cold as its very bottom. She's the reason I've become a landlubber. Anytime Pelican Jake goes near old Davy Jones, there she be a-looking back at him. Lovely Maud.
Maud?
Aye, the lady who holds the key to my very soul.
I'm sorry, Pelican Jake. I know how that pain can be.
What?
Well, I do. I know how that
You know that pain, do you?
Well, yes,
You know the pain of my Maud.
Yes, oh, no, well,
You festering, bleeding, and God-faced ballast head! You didn't know the pain of my Maud!
No, that's not what I meant, Pelican Jake.
No corner!
No! Jake! Stop it! You don't understand! I wasn't trying to...
Dreamwriter topples off the cliff into an angry sea.
Sex is like Jell-O. Delicious in all the pictures, but rather disgusting once you think about it. There are all those wriggly, jiggly bits that no one wants to tell you about. And it never seems to happen at sunset, or on a mountaintop, or in a rusted-out train car in a field of daisies. Not that I've seen a mountaintop, or a rusted-out train car, or a field of daisies. I've seen sunsets, though. But really, it's never as romantic as it seems, once you think about it. Although think about it is all I ever do. Oh, sure, lots of people think about having it with me. All the sailors and sea folk and seamen and sea women, all of them love a good mermaid. Fat lot of good it does them. This damn thing! I'm sure it's pretty and all, shiny and flashy, gets me where I need to go. But there ain't no room for romance with a thing like this. All those folks in their boat, so they get to look and look and look and look, there's the pretty mermaid. But what do I get? Cat calls, fishing nets, bottles of grog in my damn ocean. Romance is rubbish.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Oh, well, looky here. You were awake and listening. How you doing, sport? None the worse for wear, I see.
Oh, no, I think I'm fine.
Oh, that's good to hear. You took quite a spill off of that cliff yonder.
Oh,
the melodrama.
that pirate! Where is he? I swear to God, I'll take a second!
Shush! Enough with the loudness. He ain't around. He took off when I told him to.
You what?
Just like always.
Why, oh, you must be
Yup.
Maud.
Yup.
You're,
A mermaid. A manic depressive one, but yup.
So, Pelican
That
James...
silly little pipsqueak always around when you don't need him.
I swear, if I find him, I'm gonna...
Whoa! Settle down there, Sparky.
I'm sorry.
No worries, Sparky.
No, you don't understand. I don't get angry. Not like that. I don't fight. Not over anything. Not ever.
Oh, don't feel too bad. A man who never fights is a man who ain't got nothing to fight for. You should be glad you got a little of the old fight in you. It's a good thing. At least I think so.
Something to fight for.
Yeah, that ain't something you should try and get rid of.
No, I don't intend to.
Me. Now I ain't got nothing to fight for. I just have this rock to sit on.
Well, what about Pelican Jake?
Jake. Ugh, he fights over me. I don't fight over him.
Well, why not? I mean, forgive me for asking, but why not?
Oh. He's a pipsqueak.
Yeah, well, for Pipsqueak, he sure packs a punch. Why don't you give him a try?
Believe me, I have. We gave it a go, but was it worth it? Not for me, anyway.
But, you'll forgive me, he's in love with you. Oh, and he has no trouble showing it.
I ain't got no reason to love nobody. Too much bother. Too little payoff.
But, forgive me, but there's more to love than just the payoff.
For you bleeding heart romantics, maybe, but me, I'm a practical mermaid.
Sometimes the payoff isn't always the payoff. I mean, sometimes you fall in love with a person you've only seen once. Or perhaps you lose your heart to a person you can never touch. But no matter what, you still get to know what it is to lose your heart at all, and that is the best and worst feeling of all creation.
Well, them some fancy words, but I ain't convinced.
Well, where am I?
On a rock.
Oh.
In the middle of the ocean.
Oh.
Yep.
So
You ain't getting nowhere if you can't swim.
I can't.
Then make yourself comfortable.
Maud, I don't mean to pry, but if I'm stuck here, I just want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You don't believe in love. Why do you always follow Pelican Jake?
Pardon?
I mean, he told me he can't go near the water because you're always there. And if you don't care about him, why are you always there? Because it It seems to me like you want to see him. You may not want to spend your days with him or even enjoy his company, but Maud, you like seeing him, don't you? I know what it's like to be able to love someone in pieces. Sometimes you remember the curve of the neck, and it sends shivers down your spine, but for the life of you, you can't make yourself see their eyes. Or maybe you'll see their eyes, but when you try, then you try and love their hands, and they're nowhere to be found. Or maybe you find parts you don't like, so you forget they were there in the first place. You want to love them as a whole person with all the good and the bad things all wrapped up together, but you can't. You can only love them in pieces. And so your heart just gets fractured, each little part, just trying until they're fully. But you have no one thing to love, really. But if you could step back and see them as a whole, you could put your heart back together and give it to them. But you can't. You're stuck. Split apart. With only your puzzle piece heart to give them.
What's her name?
Marie. Sweet Marie. She smelled of rosemary. Mama, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
You shut your mouth, and then you tell nobody you saw Maud cry.
My lips are sealed.
Good.
I knew it! You Bills! You swamp-swallowing scallywag! I'll gut you, I will!
Back off, the madman!
Madman, hold this duck and I'll show you a madman!
Calm down, you pipsqueak! You ain't got no reason to squeal! What is that damn thing for?
It's for you.
Jake, you deaf dullard, I said. I don't want no more of your silly gifts. I ain't got no read for no duck. Let that thing go.
Maud, I don't like this scallywag being on your rock.
Well, it's my rock, and I'll let whoever I please upon it. Now, shut up and go grab your boat.
What?
You are going to row this boy to shore and help him find his lady love all in one piece.
I'll be doing no such thing!
Don't find me getting in a boat with the likes of him.
You will both settle down and do as you're told. You, young sir, will do it because I'm going to help you find your lady love. And you, Pirate Pelican Jake, are going to do this because if you don't, you won't be seen hide nor scale of me again. But if you get this boy to his lady, I might let you share my rock for an afternoon or two. No funny business. Just as friends.
I don't know why you're doing this.
Neither do I. Just go and get that heart of yours put back together. And I'll see what I can do about my own. Now, go on now. Make sure that little pipsqueak of mine don't do anything too stupid.
Thunder and lightning! On the scrim, we can see shadow puppets of Pelican Jake and the Dreamwriter making their way across a torrid ocean in a tiny rowboat. A giant fish swims below them, followed by a massive scuba diver who grabs the fish and puts it in the bag. A titanic tentacle, probably belonging to some unspeakable beast of the depths, reaches up and snags the scuba diver, pulling him out of sight. A storm whips up the tiny boat, and it is tossed about.
Crashing winds, crashing waves, how black storm and blow. Look at this poor hero, just how far will this man go? When he's down and drowned and waterlogged, is that when he will rest? It's no wonder he feels heartache with that engine in his chest. It almost makes me pity him for the things that are to come. But I am just the keeper, and this story isn't done. Row on, little travelers, row on into the breach, and may you kiss the earth when ashore you finally reach.
Finally, the weary pair reach the shore, and the lights fade. End of Act 1.